exactly what they're doing, make it front page news, and make sure everybody in the country and outside the country sees it as well, because they are telling you you're going to do what we tell you to do. And I think it's going to cause a lot of people probably to leave the country who have the ability to do so. And I know Jesse is spending half of his year down in Baja, and don't blame him, it's a very nice place. And he doesn't have to put up with that. But when he comes back, he does.
Yeah, in a third world collapsed society, he doesn't have to put up with that. North Korea, they don't grab your genitals unless you're, pulled out and they think and they take you for a strip search. They're now doing that. I mean, land of the slave, home of the coward.
You're right. And this is all leading us to the next election. And if we have it, it'll probably be the last one. And hopefully we can get Ron Paul and people like him elected through the system. And then we get a shot at turning this thing around. And if we all work toward that, then maybe we can get it accomplished, because it's so important, because this is it.
Well, I'm gonna hand the baton over to Paul Watson for the last 45 minutes. We got callers on hold. Hopefully you guys will get to those, at the bottom of the hour or whenever you wish, whenever Paul wishes, whenever you wish, Bob. But obviously right now, Paul's probably going to bring up and get your perspective on what really happened with Papandreou. And, first they're going to have a referendum, and they're not. Then they are, then they aren't. Then he steps down. I mean, all this circus is what's really going on with Bob Chapman. And I'm signing off, folks. I think I've done my duty here. I broadcasted the 27 hours. I've broadcasted 21 of them or something. So that's fun. That's a good day's work. And it's good to know we're fighting the globalists. And I appreciate all of your support out there. If you want to be part of this Money Bomb, InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com. You can also find the eBay auction area with eBay auction area link on the bottom there. A lot of one-of-a-kind items that we're got around the office, bullhorns, George Bush mask, stuff like that. We only do this like once a year, if that, that are available there that go towards the Money Bomb. And you can also just purchase books, videos, things like that. But the prices we've got now, 14 of my films for $99.95. It's only $300 and something. Bumper stickers, packs at cost. I mean, I went and found out the cost, and that's it. What it costs to have the guy ship it, the postage, and what the stuff cost. And those are going gangbusters at Infowars.com. Paul Watson, go ahead and bring you in here briefly. What do you think of the Ventura situation? And I'm just going to say bye and listen to you, and then get into the whole Euro thing and whatever else you want to cover, my friend. Paul Watson, who heads up PrisonPlanet.com, joining us via video Skype. Now as our tail gunner, I hand you the baton in the final 45 minutes of the official Money Bomb. It'll continue throughout the weekend for folks that want to donate over the weekend. Thank you, Paul Watson.
Thanks, Alex. Yeah, just to comment on the TSA and Ventura. I would add that we have had some achievements specifically as a result of people like Ventura and others standing up against the TSA. They've now had to dispense with the naked images for the body scanners. They're having to put in software which shows a generic outline image. That's an achievement. Again, this doesn't stop the groping or anything, but it's, we're chipping away at it, if you like. In Britain, in Britain's biggest airport, Heathrow, they've had to change the technology they use for the scanners. No longer are they using the radiation firing technology. They've had to change it to what some corporations like Sony are already using for their employees, which involves a different system which isn't harmful to health. So, chipping away at it one piece by one. But again, the main issue has to be the grope downs. I mean, when I travel quite regularly in Europe and also to Asia, to China. And I mean, the difference between communist China, which is renowned for torturing and imprisoning its political dissidents, and the experience you have with Homeland Security entering, land of the free. In China, you just go straight through the metal detector. Don't set it off. You go straight through. There's no pat down whatsoever. Stamp your visa. You're in the country. Bang. Homeland Security, you have to literally, and this was 7 years ago, iris scan, 5 fingerprints, grope down and everything. So the difference is stark, and it shows how deep America has fallen into this tyranny. But as I said, we're chipping
But by the way, just
it.
interrupting, I'm back. Now I don't want to leave. We've now confirmed that in Miami, we got an email about it in a photo, but now we've checked it out. To get video games, they're now having people, or to sell them back, which they have in a lot of places, they biometrically scan you with the police department. So normal commerce is now criminal. Sorry, go ahead. I'm out of here, folks. Great job, everybody. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, so, again, normal commerce is criminal. Again, they're trying to outlaw cash in Louisiana and other places in Britain. They're trying to outlaw cash by blaming the fact that people are stealing copper and metal because of the crumbling economy. It's worth more and more. People are trying to sell it on the black market. And, of course, the government is blaming the fact that they have transactions in cash. So it's a widespread assault against our freedoms, our personal liberties, and our individual convenience down to the level of using cash. But as I said, you know, if we weren't here, it'd be a hell of a lot worse. So we're chipping away at it, and, you know, we're going to keep on doing so. So we're going to move to Bob Chapman now, theinternationalforecaster.com. Actually, we're going to go to break, come back with Bob after the break and your calls. Stay tuned, InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com.
Big Berkey water filters are in high demand. Storable foods are also in high demand. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has always kept our focus on the Berkey water filter products. But increasingly, our customers have been asking for storable foods. After months of research, BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com now offers great tasting, long-lasting, storable foods. These ready-to-eat meals are packed in airtight nitrogen pouches. All you do is just add water. And because they're sealed so well, they come with a 25-year shelf life. Combine our Berkey water filters, which are powerful enough to purify treated, untreated, or even stagnant pond water with our storable foods, and you have a winning combination. Remember, we offer free shipping on every order over $50, and GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY. That's BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY today.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that it could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
Storable foods, check. Water filters, check. Gold and silver, check. Tactical gear, check. What's missing from your survival checklist? An essential that should not be taken for granted. Storable vitamins and nutritional supplements. Since many foods do not contain the essential micronutrients your body needs, you need Survival RX, the world's first ultra-long-term storable vitamins and nutritional supplements. How long? Survival RX products have a shelf life of up to 30 years, thanks to triple nitrogen flushing for guaranteed freshness. Go to survivalrx.com for our complete product list, including powdered milk and whey protein isolate. And remember, November is Nuclear Disaster Preparedness Month at survivalrx.com. With every order until November 30th, you will receive a free bottle of potassium iodate. Just enter coupon code RADIO. Go to survivalrx.com. That's survival, the letter R, the letter X.com. Add survivalrx.com to your preparedness checklist today.
Do you know which 37 crucial food items are going to fly off the shelves when the next disaster hits? If you don't, you and your family may be without food and waiting in long food lines after a big disaster strikes. You would be surprised how many people don't have these food items right now. 123survivalplan.com has set up a For Patriots Only video with inside information on the 37 food items that will sell out first when the next disaster strikes. The video on 123survivalplan.com has crucial information you and your family need to prepare for any disaster, natural or man-made. And you won't have to be afraid of going hungry or being sent to a FEMA refugee camp. See the video that over 1 million other smart patriots have already seen in the last 4 months. Prepared now. Go to 123survivalplan.com and learn which 37 food items you should hoard. Easy to remember, 123survivalplan.com. Again, that's 123survivalplan.com.
We're back on the Alex Jones Show live. InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com, and we're joined by Bob Chapman of TheInternationalForecaster.com. Of course, earlier in the week, we saw the Greek Prime Minister Papandreou threaten to call this referendum on the EU bailout package, which in itself was largely political bluffing. Even if the Greek people had been allowed to vote, history tells us, in the case of Ireland, Denmark and France, when Europeans vote against the EU simply ignores the referendum or keeps having more referendums until they get the vote they want, as any good dictatorship would. But again, Papandreou, he brings up this idea of a referendum literally the day after Sarkozy and Merkel have a quiet word in his ear, and it's promptly dropped. And so we have this Euro bailout crisis bandwagon black comedy rolling on and on. The euro swings from one extreme to the other against the dollar on each little rumour that comes out on a day-by-day basis. Bob Chapman, I mean, give us the latest on this euro crisis. I want to know, how can a problem with Greece and these other pigs countries that was caused by taking on too much debt possibly be solved by taking on yet more debt?
Well, obviously it cannot. That's easy to figure out. It's the saving of the euro and the Eurozone and the European Union. And I think that Papandreou probably first introduced this referendum thinking that it might get him out of the situation that he was in as easily as possible. And, of course, when he went to Cannes yesterday, he was told unceremoniously, I'm sure, what are you doing? Why would you do a thing like that? You know, the polls show 60 to 70% of the people are going to vote no. And even if you twist the question that's to be answered yes or no, you're not going to fool that many people because they expect you to post something like that. And so now they're having a meeting to see if they want to keep Mr. Papandreou in office. A confidence or non-confidence vote, which is very, very close. And I'm sure that somebody there from PASIC is running around with a bushel basket of 500 euro notes saying, we want you to vote for us. And that's probably what's going on. Samaras is a shade better, but no great shake. Those two are roommates at Harvard, for those of you who don't know that. And they used to be in the same party together till they had a minor falling out, and Samaras formed his own party. And I don't think he's going to do that much to help. But the people in Greater Europe, in the powerful positions, want a yes on the second bailout. That's what they're interested in. They don't want anybody leaving the euro. That's really what it's about. But the problems don't end there. You've got the German Constitutional Court before the end of the year is going to say whether the second bailout and the committee of 12 that they formed to bypass legislation in Germany and the ability to leverage is legal under the German Constitution. And the politicians have already been told in Germany it's not legal. And so where is that going to go? It's going to be interesting to see. You can go allocate the money, but until the German Constitutional Court